Hello, everybody. Welcome to Angie Blog. I hope you're doing good. Um, this week has been, I don't know, usually when the energies are like really chaotic and the external is very intense, I tend to be in my hermit mode. But today, before therapy, my spirits are like, oh, after writing and editing some pictures and also editing podcasts. My spirit guides are like, you have a message and stuff to deliver to somebody. There's a lot of people struggling right now, going through a lot of difficult things. As we just listened in the news about what's going on with Afghanistan, the earthquake that happened in Haiti. There's a lot of things going on. Needless to say, be kind, especially now. And I know that there's something that, we all have our own struggles and difficulties. But the Spirit's letting me know that these are times, especially for really high sensitive people, that we have to ground ourselves, that we have to, that's why I'm like, they're telling me, go outside, we'll take a walk, have some meditation. I've been meditating more often during the day. Focusing on our mental health. Like, this is what the focus is on. Even though what's going on in the world, we have to make sure that our mental strength remains resilient, that we remain strong, because there's more chaotic things that are going to come here. But this is not just to induce fear or anything. It's just that prevention is better than nothing, right? So it's better to be preventive in terms of health, in terms of your mental well-being, in terms of your, but also, like, once you're able to, but in the way, we have to keep looking at the positive aspect, and not in a sense to say toxic positivity, because this is something I'm like watching myself to not keep that positivity, because nothing is positive for a lot of people. But there's a lot of things that we have to kind of like be grateful and mindful during this month of August, especially this full moon in Aquarius. Highly recommend people who are having difficulties with the second dose, as myself. I haven't felt myself that I'm trying to get back into it, but that's something that we already knew, especially psychic and highly sensitive people. But that's another thing where I wanted to say, and this is the end of it, because I'm not going to continue this. There's just too much going on right now, and there's a lot of censoring. There's a lot of like not speaking the truth and not being able to talk ourselves or say what we mean. But all I'm going to say is, like, be kind to other people, whether they take it or not. Some people actually have health conditions that not allow them to take it. It's not because they don't. In other sense, mind your own business, mind your own thing. Make sure that your people have your masks. Do your own regulations. Stop regulating other people. Stop policing other people for vax or not vax. Right now, there's bigger things more important right now. Much more important. We have to protect women. There is some serious stuff going on as usual. And this is why a lot of sensitive women, especially light workers and empaths, are completely triggered, because during this time, most of our past lives are going to be repeating. We're going to be seeing, but the message here the Spirit's trying to let me know is that you have to observe, not react or absorb. You have to observe and see how in your reality, how you're able to, with what you have already currently have, and be grateful at the same time of what you already have, and then see where you can extend your grace, your divinity, especially those who have been doing the work, internal shadow work, and all these spiritual shaman, all these people. We have work to do, lots. And it's not just a collected healing, because now we are going through that progression where everything the past will be, showing, but we have to, there's a lot of immunity, health also that we have to focus on. We all have to focus on our mental health. Religiously, actually, spiritually, emotionally, in every possible way. And save. There's a lot of saving that must be done. Also, there's a lot of financial things that a lot of people are going through right now. So those who have extra cash, the Spirit's letting you know, save. This is not the time to be spending. This is not the time to, you're supposed to be helping other people and helping yourself, and save. Because right now, the world's uncertain. We are literally also in the climate change crisis. That's another thing that we also have to. So yeah, basically I'm getting from spirits that invest your time wisely. Be careful of how you're spending your energy. Protect your energy, protect yourself, ground yourself, go into nature, do meditation, yoga, okay? Get into that routine, work on that routine. That's also important. It's key also in order for us to continue dismantling and creating the shift or circular economy as well, creating sustainability for ourselves. It starts from within. Being anti-capitalist and removing this freaking supreme culture white supremacist thing, like everything is regards to that, which is why we have to unlearn. There's a lot of unlearning, decoding. There's a lot of things that we have to work on in order for us to be able to manifest what we're trying to do, which is exactly hold these corporations accountable. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take mental strength, spiritually, everything, and we need all of you. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to not put any damned or anything, you know to keep the positive mindset even through the chaos, and it's not like a toxic, but it's just kind of like maintaining that mental stability, mental abundance and wealth in your mind, even though right around you it's not as it seems. A lot of things are shifting, a lot of things are changing, and this is something where we're trying to empathy must be the front. See, that one's popped out. These are the ancestors. They have some messages for you, also from the angels of Atlantis. So this is definitely for light workers and empath. There's some messages for you guys. Definitely, I'm getting this sense that we have to unite, in not in the terms of the 3D, but in the 5D. So when we're doing meditation, we all have to be kind of unified together. So distance or timeless when we're talking about 5D and 7D, it could be even higher than that. Most people who are been doing meditation for a long period of time, who are very spiritual, who are very telepathic, who have capabilities that they're not really talking about, but they're watching and observing, this is for you. This is for you, because you have the time to take that. It requires you to build that mental stability and resilience in order for you to help the collective in terms of the healing, but also in the shifting of human consciousness. Seriously, everything is shifting, and it must shift in order for us to continue sustaining this habitat, this ecosystem. This is go for scientists as well. I know you don't believe in spirituality and stuff like that, but that's the thing. Science is spirituality. Spirituality they're together. So yeah, this message of spirit is that you're capable of there's a reason why you're in the medical, why you're in the kind of like Buddhism, spirituality. There's a reason, because all this is, you're kind of like the co-creators at the same time. And when you're united together, we are earth guardians. Your earth are guardians. And also you come from very long lineage of Stargazer, so way before anything ever. Be graceful in movement and action. So do things with grace. I'm getting a lot of that things that you were very expressive or in a certain way. Try to see how you can create more grace and divinity when you're trying to deliver the messages. Yes, there's the sex and happiness happening for you, but there's the inner work and shadow work that needs to happen. See, Raphael is clearing some communication. There's communion, there's unity coming in, but there's some cleansing that needs to happen. So guys, call Raphael. Yeah, so there's balance also that needs to happen within something in your routine, something that must be shifted. You're not the 9 to 5 kind of people, and if you are, you also combining your 9 to 5 with your other hours. But remember, these are stuff that you need to do outside of the status quo. Unfortunately, that's what it is. You are the chosen. There's a chosen certain amount of people who are earth guardians, who must stay rooted and grounded. So try to remove any toxic or purging anything that pure wisdom, because you're getting downloads, you're getting wisdoms and things that that can help us shift existence right now. There's shifting and things that must be changed. Just like the Wheel of Fortune says that things must keep moving forward. That's exactly what I'm getting at. We must keep uniting, because all these internal wisdoms and things are meant to be shared and are meant to be given to the world, and also in a way to help. Yeah, so I'm hearing also justice. There's a lot of like, you're the one who brings the stability and equality and sustainability. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you guys have been doing and you being in your head too much. Stop overthinking. Just follow your instinct, follow your gut, and there's still celebrations. There's things that kind of come in, but absolutely you need to be in that hermit mode. You need to work on yourself, do the shadow work and internal work. Okay, so hope if you like this video, make sure you like it, comment and subscribe to the channel because there's more videos where this is coming from. I hope you have a great week. Make sure you're doing your inner work. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and your mental health. Make sure that you put health priority. Don't leave your appointments and stuff for late. You see, I'm telling this you, but I'm telling myself. We have to focus on our health, okay? Make sure that things are aligned with you, that things are working well with you, and all the love, much love, and take care of yourself. And if you can help other people that you can, do it. Sometimes God uses people to be their messengers, okay? Remember, we're all earth angels, all of us. Just learn how to listen to the call, listen to your instincts, okay? Seriously. Bye.
Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're good. Because it's okay not to be okay right now. So just being real. So yeah, if you're in your feelings or in your going through things, it's okay. Just had a nice therapy session with my therapist, and she made me clarify a few things and made me realize that, there are things that we have to kind of be conscious and aware about. That everyone has their own emotional frequency in an energy field, right? It's something that happens that we feel it on social media, we feel it through other people when we're together with other people. But it's something that, we have to keep an awareness in order to create some clarity within what we have to do here and what we have to do externally, especially when you're doing your own work and you're doing your own things, taking care of your health. These are all important things that sometimes gets to be kind of like put on the side because so that's what I wanted to come here, because I'm in the healing process, and I know that a lot of people are going through intense stuff, especially light workers and empath and highly sensitive people. Breathe. And that's it. There's things that could be done. Like right now, it's just all I can think is like, okay, I'm just gonna pray and meditate and see who I could reach, what kind of senators, what kind of what kind of help can we find again in Haiti, and these things are all create, just to see where can we see. This is where empathy is built. Like we have to be understanding and see how we can help, not just financially. There's more ways that you can help. Seriously, spiritually is more. Yes, and it matters. So that's not that money is not it helps with resources and get resources and stuff like that, but there's other ways to help as well. There's not just that. Another thing that I wanted to come here and talk about too is that I caught up a bunch of people that are saying this, like it's not right to say this, that what's happening in Haiti is because of a few days later they were doing voodoo and spirituality and stuff like that, or satanic, demonic things, like really? And that's their excuse that they use to not help them because, they caused that on themselves? I'm sorry, what? That is not even possibly humanly possible. Like, really? So you don't believe in spirituality, you don't believe in that, but you believe that in demonic and stuff like that happens because Haitians do it? Right. That has nothing to do with that. Do you know about faults, the tectonic faults that happen to... Anyways, this is what I'm saying, like education is vital. Like you can't. This is where spirituality and like history or colonialism needs to be addressed. Like you can't mix the two. It's not possible. Now, there's the Caribbean plate, which is right under beside Dominican and Haiti, okay? And then there is Haiti, which is the Gonave microplate, and then there's that septorial fault plate. They're all intertwined, combined. It's just so happened. It's coincidence, really, but nothing really is coincidence. That the fault in between where these three plates meet is exactly where Haiti is, which is Port-au-Prince. It's exactly that point. It's exactly that point. So when it moves, it's obviously gonna hit Haiti, and they know this. The government, and guys, it's not just, governments, USA, a lot of people know this. They know this situation. They know, they have built it for different countries. Florida, Dominican has buildings built that is against anti-earthquakes. But then again, Haiti gets hit with this major, never seen magnitude frequency ever. Why? Because these three meet, they collide. And at a certain point in time, when the earth, also that too, climate change has a huge effect on this. The more the water rises, the more the plates move. There's more weight, right? The more heat, the more the plates move too. You have to understand this. This is quantum physics. This is something that it should be taught in schools. Sustainability, science, physics, this should not be a joke. People should learn how to defend and protect. Anyways, as much as it's hard to learn this stuff like that, it's for your own good, to help you, to understand, to clear your mind of things that don't matter. Like, who put that there on people that it's religious rituals, that this is gonna earthquake, they kill 1,000? How many people was that? Like, it's a 7.2 earthquake. It hit all the Caribbean islands. So it was 1,200 dead in Haiti because of this. And people had the audacity to say this, and that's their accountability for not helping, saying that they got what they deserve because they were doing voodoo. That's not fair. That's fucked up to say that and to even think that. That's so racist, and it's wrong. Anybody who says that stuff, you stop him in the track. We shouldn't be saying that. It's not right. It's not their fault. This is the definition of what's going on with climate change and us ignoring the facts. And now we're blaming people who can't help themselves? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with humanity right now? What is going on? That's another thing. The energy field is completely insane. There's this agony, intensity that is just so toxic because we must change, and we're not adapting to change. We're not decoding our mind. We're not shifting. What, do you think that the system is just going to change by itself without the people who run it, who work on it, who are in it? Hello. Come on. And that's it. Another thing, rest. We have to focus on our mental health while we are trying to, it's impossible to be in so many different places at once. Anyways, not saying that each of those stages matter to people to move around and do what it has to be done, but there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and it's obvious what it needs to be done. There needs to be a stability and equity built and some kind of sustainability and give back the land. It's a matter of time, and we shouldn't be wasting time. Anyways, I'm just saying the energy right now is shifting, and we need to shift, we need to adapt, but we're not doing it, and Gaia is sending her signals. We've been telling this, we've been saying this, scientists have been doing this, indigenous as well. We've been risking our life, we're trying to protect the resources, water and stuff like that. You guys are not listening. And we're not saying we're blaming the people, but the people should come back, and you also have a voice. You pay with your money, right? You have a voice of what you consume. So let's take accountability of that and take responsibility as well. You know what you need to shift. It's too hard. It's too uncomfortable to let go of things that we know we need to let go of. A lot of consume, but also companies. We need to hold the companies accountable. But also within that spectrum, there needs to be rest and mental and spiritual and everything, stability and balance and self-care and all that stuff there, because there needs to be some rest. There needs to be, because it's not constantly going and going and doing and doing. And then there's, so that's another thing, is that we also have to be like, okay, one thing at a time is just happening all at once, but we need to continue putting the pressure to these people. Climate change and all that is happening right now, we need to hold the 1% accountable, and corporations and the government as well. Please, we must continue. There is a new Canada election coming up, so that's something that we all should be focusing on, at least Canadians right now. Let's go. Green New Deal. Seriously. I'm trying to breathe, but it's just like... I mean, like, been praying and meditating, but it's just been like the energy has been so heavy, so intense, so like, and that's something that, we have to take care of our mental health, take care of our health, take like this month, focus on that, observe, don't absorb, stay from the back, publishing some articles, and I put some messages in the blogs as well to, if you need some guidance or stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to come here and bring some uplifting things as I'm feeling uplifting, okay? But me too, I'm just saying the energy is very, very, intense, and that's something that, I'm sending love and light and good intentions and, healing, and understand that, internal healing is important, okay? And, don't be afraid to reach out. And if you're feeling kind of like, just take care of each other.